7:48. It's slow morning, getting started. It's rare that we get to take off the whole holiday, whether it's Memorial Day or Labor Day or 4th of July, because we're generally working. Oh yeah, there is a book that I wanted to show you guys that I think you might be interested in. It's called The Founding Gardeners, and it's by Andrea Wolf. If you're interested in history, for sure, but gardening, it's the revolutionary generation, nature, and shaping of the American nation. I'm going to take care of the bookkeeping, and then we've got to go back out to those beds that we prepped yesterday and laid down the compost. And then we have to lay down drip lines and fabric, and then we're going to plant our winter squash. It's 8:11, and right now I'm moving an irrigation line onto the beds that we just composted so that we can wet them down. These beds, especially if they are under tarps, are super dry. So the idea is before we can run the power harrow over them with the tractor, we got to get them wet because our soil is sandy. Think sandcastle at the beach, and you can't really make a sandcastle without moisture. So we're gonna set these guys up onto the beds and start irrigating. These are our potatoes, and they are looking amazing. So now that we got this irrigation line in this spot here, we're gonna turn on this irrigation and wet down these beds. So what we've done for all of our irrigation is we've got everything that goes underground so that we don't have to interfere with the tractor. So it goes to that spot over here, and that goes all the way up to the road. And we couldn't do what we do here without irrigation. It's so crucial, especially after these last couple of months being so dry. So Ralph's gonna snap on the irrigation, and away we go. There it is. So we'll let this irrigation run for maybe 30 minutes or so. So again, a lot of what we do is management here on the farm. These beds here are going to get mowed down and tarped so that we can avoid weeds. And I'll show you later what happens when we untarp. Well, when we untarp, we've got clean beds to work into. We also get our tarps from Farmer's Friend. So if you're a home gardener and you want to use some of the methods that we use, Farmer's Friend is a good place to look. So I'm gonna set up the tractor right now with the mower. Right now we've got the soil working implement. We got the power harrow on it, but we're gonna flip the tractor on it and mow off some stuff that's done. Maybe it's not a great thing, but I can't forget this guy. So basically, that's tarp moving. I figured out a way that you just witnessed to do that just one person. So it's possible, but tarps are really, they're one of the most useful tools on the farm, because tarp that you see over here, I pulled off of this bed that we cropped out of several weeks ago, and that bed is clean Gene. So that's ready for prep and plant.
the boys would wear their clothes like for 3 days at a time. Yeah. And then the girls wouldn't change their clothes until like every meal.
That's the way it goes, Asher. That's why Mama has to do her wardrobe change every time she harvests something different. Oh, dear Lord, thank you for this food, for the energy and ability to work the soil, and the wisdom to steward it. Please bless the food that our customers eat, give them strength and vitality, that they may understand the principles of your kingdom. Truth, love, and freedom on this Independence Day. Amen. Are you leaving at 2 today, or are you leaving
about
early?
1 o'clock.
Okay, all right. Okay, well, I was just discussing with Rylan the plan, so I'll be out after I'm finished eating, and then he knows what he's doing. And
Water first?
Water first, yes. Water is most critical. Yeah, he's going to water the propagation house. And then there should be 2 buckets of chicken manure in on the pallet in the garage. That can go out to the 2 beds that you just... Yeah, and then I'll bring the tractor out and we'll prep those, and then we'll move on. Okay. Rylan's outside, Asher. Are you going to still edit? Okay. Here we go. Man, this is real pain trying to film it and get the work done by myself. So Ralph has already prepped and manured this bed, and I'm just coming out with the tractor to make ready the seed bed, and the dibbler that he's working on in the barn is going to come out here and dibble the holes to mark the spacing for the broccolini that's going to go in there. The drip tape is where you put it in the barn behind the curtain. So you're gonna have to get the rebar and stick it through with 2 clamps so that we can unroll it, and then all these beds.
These are staggered plantings, a foot apart in each row, and each row is 10 inches apart. You can do production agriculture, production vegetables. You have to stagger your crops or have crops coming in and out all the time. You just can't plant one time in the season and think that's it. It takes a lot of planning, a lot of forethought, planning when the seeds go into the flat, and planning when the plants go in the ground.
So what we're doing here is we're laying out our drip lines. One of the things that we do to save some cost is we just cut off a 4-inch strip, fold it over a couple of times, and then we walk it down to the other end. We've got 28 drip lines to set out, so we're gonna rock this out, get these drip lines down, staple them down, and then start working on laying out fabric and getting these squash in the ground. Okay, so what we're doing now, we got into the pool. It was totally refreshing. From here, what we're gonna do with this landscape fabric is we're going to burn holes in it so we can put our winter squash in holes. fabrics ready. We got the ones burned that we needed to get burned. Turned on the drip lines. Now the next step, we're gonna nail down these fabrics, the 6-footers first, and then the 4-footers in between those, and we're gonna rock this out and get these squash in the ground. So we got most of the summer squash, or the winter squash in, and then we've got drip lines on the other side over here that are gonna happen tomorrow. I'm probably gonna have to do a late night seeding session to finish seeding for the week. There's a lot to seed from what I understand, so I'll be up late. More fabrics to lay down here and drip lines, but the irrigation store is not open today and I need a couple of parts, so that happens tomorrow. We're gonna try and get some cultivation done tomorrow, and then we start our harvest. But that's 4th of July, folks. Anybody got the time? 6:20 is the time, so we've been at it all day. Happy Independence Day. Stay free, America.
I don't play with this, so I don't even know.
What'd you say?
America.
America?
America. America.
America.
Should have set it right here so the flag was behind you.
America.
Go swimming now.
Stay free, America. We're getting in the pool.